I don't have a yo.
What's up? I don't know you, and you most likely don't know me, but I'm fairly certain that at the very least, you and I both know who NakeyJakey is. He is a YouTuber, and my opinion of him is the focus of the video that you're watching right now. Now before I do start yapping about my opinions and all that, I just want to quickly explain a little bit the title of the video, because it's a little misleading. It says YouTuber review, but I don't actually intend to like go over anyone's content with like a fine-tooth comb and like actually talk about the quality of the content or anything. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here for one purpose, and that is to make content for my YouTube addiction and just talk exclusively about channels that I really like. That's the whole purpose of this, hopefully, series of videos that I'll be making. If that sounds interesting to you and you're down to listen to some random guy in your feed, then awesome, I hope you'll enjoy the next few minutes. If this sounds boring to you and you're about to click off the video, that's totally fair. I still wish things could have been different. I wish I could have been there for you in your time of need for new content. I wish you the best as our journeys diverge, and that maybe one day, if the fates allow, the stars will guide our journeys to a joint path once more. And should that day come to be, we'll meet under the great oak on top of Williams Hill and share a moment to gaze upon the stars and wonder where they'll guide us next. Or, you know, see ya. I wish you the best. So, NakeyJakey, where do I begin? I think it's a very fitting idea to begin where I began watching him. The first ever video of his that I watched was his video called Online Dating, and when I saw it in my feed, I kind of skipped past it a couple times, because I thought it was just going to be like, you know, a video covering why it's so difficult to date in the modern landscape or whatever. I've seen a few of those. I get the general sort of idea. It's tough, it stinks, whatever. I didn't really feel like watching it. But then at some point it was like showing up for the third time and I was like, fine, I'll watch it. I'll give it a shot. I did get a video that does go over why dating is difficult nowadays, but it was definitely a lot more different than I thought it would be. Definitely differently in how it was delivered to me. What immediately struck me first was just how much fun he seemed to have when like recording the video. Like he was laughing through his script the whole video, and it was really infectious. And like not only was it really fascinating listening to like how online dating got its start, like from the beginning of the internet to like where we are now, but he was clearly having a lot of fun talking and joking about it as well. And it was also pretty relatable to like hear him talk about what dating is like online. But most of all, I just found that his content was really funny and he could still get a point across through the video. Needless to say, Nude Jude was definitely a legendary pull for my YouTube feed. Now, would I have found one of his videos sooner or later at some other point in my life? Most likely yes, because I am a chronic nerd that loves video games, and I just take a quick glance at what type of content he makes. Go figure. I am nonetheless really glad that I found his channel, and I'm glad it was sooner rather than later. Now, speaking of that online dating video, I ended up showing it to my younger brother like a week after having found it. And the thing is, me and my younger brother don't really have that much in common anymore. Like, our interests have diverged a lot since we were kids. Let's just say things were a whole lot simpler when my whole personality was dinosaurs and Lego. I wasn't 100% sure that he'd like the video as much as I did, but after having watched the whole thing, he asked, "Can you play it again?" And my heart smiled so much, dude. That lit up my whole day. Since then, I've notified my brother whenever NakeyJakey uploads a new video, although it's only when it's something that's not specifically just gaming related. I'm just saying it tends to be a little easier for him to follow the video if it's something that he actually understands. Video games are just not his forte. And really nowadays, anything that gets me to bond with my younger brother is just gold worth to me, so NakeyJakey gets a lot of points for that. Bear Jer also falls into the category of YouTuber that I like to call the instant watch, as in, I will watch whatever they post as soon as I see it in my feed or my notifications, because of course my notifications are on. He just doesn't fucking miss, alright? It says snipes my butt every time. Sniper spree, whatever. And like, it does cost me a lot to get all that reconstructive ass surgery, but like, who cares about money when you get a 36-minute video about your favorite games of all time? And like, the videos he uploads doesn't even have to be about anything that I actually enjoy or genuinely care about. Like, it can be about literally anything. Like, let's say, hypothetically, that he made a video about like the history and the process of making cornstarch. Like, I would probably have some sort of initial reaction like, okay. Why though? What's so special about cornstarch? And then by the time the video ends, I'd be giving it a 4-hour standing ovation and crying my eyes out. From like, laughter, I assume. Maybe the history of cornstarch is really dramatic, I don't know. I feel I do also have to mention how, like, he has some of the funniest sponsorship segments of any YouTuber that I watch. He has this made-up law firm that's, like, called NakeyJakey, which I'm fairly certain is based off of that, like, heavily edited video of that real law firm, if it still even exists, called Morgan & Morgan. You know, the one where they say like Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan. You get the idea. I'm trying to explain why this law firm joke is so funny, but explaining a joke never really works, and being the one that tries to explain a joke is like getting your balls run over by a steamroller, so I'd rather pass on trying to explain. Like, just trust me, his sponsorships are very funny, and it makes it a lot easier for me to watch through them, because I do, at the very least, try to watch through a sponsor segment of any video that I watch at least once, because I know that it can help the YouTuber. The last thing I'd like to mention is that Undressed Jundressed also makes music. And you wanna know what the best part is? It's like good music. Now, I'm not one to talk about why music is good or bad. Like, I can't do that. All I can say is this sounds good to me or this sounds bad to me. That is the full extent of it. But I do want to mention that his album, Rom-Com, is one of my favorite albums of all time. Like, whenever I'm going out for a walk, especially the late night walks, I fucking love late night walks. But when I'm going out on walks, I am 1,000,000% putting that on. Not only do the rhythms fit my walking pace, like, very well, I just really like the music and the lyrics. And just FYI, my favorite song is Pine Barrens. That's the best one. No contest. And like I said, I can't really explain why this is, I just like it. The monkey in the head, he just really likes it. If you do want like someone going over the music, like the whole album, like in a more analytical way, I did find this one video that I watched at least once, I think, where someone went and broke down the lyrics and talked about NakeyJakey's like music and like the elements that are in the beats as well. I found that really interesting too. So if you want to check that out, the link to that video is down below. Now, I've given it some thought and I don't really know exactly how I should end this video, but I have an idea that's inspired by another YouTuber called NakeyJakey, which is another great phenomenal YouTuber that I might make a video on at some point. But he said in one of his videos something along the lines of,
sometimes all you need are a few brilliant out-of-context clips, and that says all you need to know about a new channel that you may or may not like. It cuts out all of the time and energy that you need to invest in searching through thousands of channels and thousands of videos that they'll have on their channels in order to find something that you want to see. Out-of-context clips, for me, are a brilliant advertising tool for new channels.
And I think he's right. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. After I've said my goodbyes, I'm gonna show you a bunch of out-of-context clips from NakeyJakey's channel, and then maybe you'll be interested enough to watch one of his videos. So, I hope that you all have a wonderful evening, morning, day, night, whatever it might be, wherever you might be, and I hope to see you all some other time. Goodbye.
What am I fighting for?
Hi music industry, I'm Napster, and I'm gonna set you on fire. His personal Ferrari for winning the tournament, but he wanted a Geo Metro, so he gave the Ferrari back? What? I made that last part up. Tinder, Grinder, Adult Friend Finder, Ship and Hinge, and plenty of fish. Fumble, turnover. Oh God, he's running the football. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Oh, it's a touchdown! Football! Touchdown! The time I got fingered under the bleachers. Just kidding, the year is 1977. Miles per hour. Hi, Clark, how are you? Good to see you. Haven't seen you since college when you lasered that professor. Greetings, traveler. I am Jarborious. So you're saying the rat was like a king at some point, or?
I wasn't 100% sure. Sir? I wasn't 100% sure, was I? No.